Hello everybody and welcome back to Traversing Food, where today we're going to be checking out the other 2021 Swedish 24-hour ration. Last week I done menu 19, which was a general purpose ration, and it was a wet ration, meaning that the main meals were already prepared. All you had to do is heat them up and eat. This one is a dry ration. It's an Arctic purpose ration, which means it's more for cold weather, and the main meals are freeze dried. A little bit about this ration. It weighs 900 grams. It's got 3,902 kcals, 137 grams of fat, 510 grams of carbohydrates, 31 grams of fiber, and 141 grams of protein. It was packed on March 12th, 2021. Got a best by date of April 1st, 2023. And also, just like their packaging, you got measurements on the side in centimeters. It goes from 1 to, I believe, 28. And you have a little 1-inch measurement on the left side. And on the back, you have your selection of 113 Murphy's Laws of Combat Operations. These are the same ones from last time. And get an idea, there is no such thing as a perfect plan. Oh, yeah. Don't let her. Get this baby opened up. There we go. And just like last week, I got this ration from the great people at MRE Mountain. Let's see what we get out first here. Got a 50-gram salty cashew energy bar, a 50-gram toffee protein bar, got a 25-gram chocolate bar, a 50 grams of cheese biscuits. I've got 30 grams of a Body Lab strawberry milkshake protein powder. And we also have a ultimate chocolate protein powder. Got a high protein original beef jerky made by Bullseye Meats. This is 20 grams. A small packet of nut cream. I believe this is some kind of fruit bar. It's 20 grams. Flavor looks like pineapple, and I believe it's either dates or figs. Got a packet of tissue paper. 60 grams of salted and roasted peanuts. Got a tropical flavored isotonic drink. An orange flavored isotonic drink. A little bag of Field Essentials, which I'll open up in a minute. Our giant spork. A resealable plastic bag. And for our main items, got a rice pudding with lingonberries, pasta with cheese and broccoli, and Thai chicken with rice and vegetables. And let's see what's in our little Field Essentials pack. Got 3 packs of freeze-dried Colombian coffee, 3 70% ethanol disinfection wipes, 3 pieces of peppermint chewing gum, and some dental floss. And that is everything in the bag. A lot more great new items I've never tried. I'm sure everything here is going to be enjoyable. There are a few things here that I had in my last ration. That's okay, those are really good. But for now, I'm going to get my tray, get breakfast ready. Okay, this is what we're going to have for breakfast. Going to have our rice pudding with lingonberries, our chocolate protein powder, our packet of nut cream, our salty cashew energy bar, and we're going to have a coffee. Let's get our coffee out. Just good old freeze-dried Colombian. Just your standard, looks like freeze-dried coffee. Smells okay. And open up our breakfast. Rice pudding with lingonberries. Quick rundown on the ingredients. Got rice, palm fat, skim milk powder, sugar, modified potato starch, lingonberries, cream powder, dextrose, maltodextrin, and flavoring. I just fill it up to line G, or 300 milliliters of water, which I found it's more accurate if you go by the 300 milliliters instead of going by the lines. Give it a mix, let it sit 10 minutes, and it'll be ready. Eat the whole pouch. Looks like it's going to be 664 kcals. And yeah, gotta be careful when you open these. Even though it's got your Ziploc seal, it's not sealed right now, so the powder is all the way to the top. Hopefully powder. Now let me open over to the sink. Alright. Open up the gusset. Okay, I can get the seal now. And lingonberries, I've never had them before. I had to look it up. And the closest thing I can see it tastes like would be cranberries. But anyway, let me get some hot water, get our coffee and our breakfast ready. And while our water's heating up, our protein drink just calls for 250 to 300 milliliters of water, cold water. And I just poured it right into the bottle, give it a good mix. Usually if you can, you want to mix it up really good in the bottle. That way you can give it a good shake. Stirring it in a glass, it might not mix very well, it'll stay clumpy. And here's our protein drink. Okay, 300 milliliters hot water. As I fog up the camera, let me move that out of the way a little bit. Okay. Well, you can definitely smell the berries in there. Very strong smell. Should be mixed up well enough. Seal that up really quick. Hopefully it'll seal good for me. There we go. And we'll set it aside for 10 minutes. And some water for our coffee. And check out our disinfectant wipe. These are usually, I drop it, usually quite damp. 70% ethanol. I really enjoy this brand anyway. Yeah, very, very wet. You can see my fingers through the backside. Dripping off the pad, but I do like these. Like I said, they're just ethanol. Don't smell like anything. Dry really nice and quick. And let's get our salty cashew bar out. Had this in the last Swedish ration. Man, these are nice. And you can see the pieces of oat in there, the little Rice Krispies, a lot of the raisins. These are nice and sweet. Almost has a honey-like flavor to it. You can taste a little bit of the cashews. I think it's got hazelnuts in there too. Those are really nice. And kind of like the last ration, this one thing is kind of didn't know what to do with the nut cream. Because you'd think you'd put them on biscuits, but the only biscuits that come with this are the cheese biscuits. And that's another thing. You got cheese biscuits, and I'd like to have, maybe a pate to go with them, but you don't. So you just gotta improvise. Let me taste this really quick. And it's got a nice chocolate flavor to it. It's more like a peanut than a hazelnut spread. But it does have hazelnuts in it. It's not very strong like Nutella. Yeah, that goes really good with the cashew bar. Check out our coffee real quick. And the coffee's okay, I guess. It's a little bit bitter. I wish it had a stronger flavor. I also wish it had a packet of sugar to go in there. It'd really help it out a lot. But hey, like I said, might as well improvise. And I know it looks kind of wrong, but this is not a smooth cream paste. It's the nuts in there are a little bit chunky, so yeah, why not? And that's not too bad. I sweetened it up a little bit, gave it a little bit of a chocolate flavor. Yeah, it's pretty good. And while we're at it, give our protein drink a try. I think I've had this brand before. I think it was in a Dutch Rations. I had a vanilla flavor. Yeah, that tastes pretty good. And even though it's a protein drink, you know, it does have that, I guess, protein drink flavor to it. The chocolate flavor really makes it taste good. It's a little bit sweet, pretty enjoyable. Okay, let's see how our breakfast is. A rice pudding with lingonberries. Looks like it thickened up quite a bit. Like I said, I used a full 300 milliliters of water asked for. I'm sure this is going to fill up the entire tray. Because it is a lot of food. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I didn't see if it fogged up the camera. I was a little bit busy. But yeah, that smells really nice. It does smell like cranberries. The rice pieces seem to have held their shape pretty well. Let's see how this tastes. Yeah, the rice rehydrated really well. It's not mushy. It still has a little bit of a bite to it. It's a little bit sweet. And the berry flavor is really nice. Got a nice little tartness to it. I'd say the best way I could describe it is if you crossed a cranberry and a strawberry. That's about what it tastes like. Yeah, I really like that flavor. But anyway, that's going to do it for breakfast. Everything here is really good. Wish you had a little bit of sugar for the coffee. Maybe I should have just put the coffee in with the protein drink. Salty cashew energy bar, those are just excellent. But what really surprised me was rice porridge with lingonberry. Very good flavor. A nice good stick to your ribs breakfast, going to last you a while. Quite enjoyable. But anyway, hope you're enjoying the video so far. Now I'll see you at lunch. Okay everybody, here we are for lunch. Going to have our Thai chicken with rice and vegetables, our beef jerky, and some of our cheese biscuits, our little fruit bar, which I believe is pineapple and date. Going to have our toffee protein bar, and our orange Orifo drink. Well, let's check out our main here real quick. Open that up over the sink so powder doesn't fly everywhere. Open up the gusset. Lots of vegetables in there. See, corn, rice, probably built pretty well. Now, let me go over the ingredients really quick. We have rice, vegetables, which are carrots, green beans, sweet corn, red pepper, and onion. We got chicken, palm fat, coconut milk, cream powder, salt, modified potato starch, maltodextrin, sugar, flavoring, yeast extract, milk protein, citric acid, spices, coriander extract, and rice flour. Fill it up to line H or 400 milliliters of water. Give it a stir and let it sit for 10 minutes. Doesn't really smell like much, but it's freeze dried, it shouldn't. Get our drink in our glass. Just calls for 200 and 250 milliliters of water. And you've seen me do this a million times. Going to get some water for our drink and our main and get everything ready. Okay, drink's ready. Main is heating up. Let's get our beef jerky out. A little desiccant pack. says high protein. How much protein is in here? Let's see. It says for a 100-gram pouch, you got 53 grams of protein. This is 20 grams, so it's about 10 grams of protein. Get our cheese biscuits out. And I said before, I wish there was like a spread that went with the cheese biscuits. And our protein bar, our toffee protein bar. How much protein is in here? 195 kcals. Got 14 grams of protein in this. And our fruit bar. Kind of interesting. Being date, it's pretty sticky. But let's start off with the beef jerky. It's like your standard beef jerky. I'm kind of glad it's cut thin. It's a little bit tough and a little bit dry. It's your standard, soy sauce flavor. It's okay. And our toffee protein bar. Nice and dense. It's going to be chewy. And it tastes like your standard, protein bar. Nice and dense, a little bit chewy. Not too sweet. It's kind of weak on the toffee flavor. I like the chocolate mint one I had in last week's Swedish ration a lot better. The flavor is really good on that one. And let's check out our fruit bar. This is date and pineapple. And this actually tastes pretty good. It's nice and soft. Not too strong of a fruit flavor, but you can taste the date and you taste a little bit of the tropical pineapple flavor. It tastes really good. And it's also not overly sweet. Just tastes really natural. And we'll give our orange drink a try. Yeah, it's pretty good. I always enjoyed the orange drink from Orifo. Has a pretty decent natural orange flavor. A little bit tart, a little bit sweet. It really doesn't taste like Tang. Okay, main has been sitting for about 12 minutes. It's definitely thickened up really nice. Give it a little bit of a stir. I'm taking 400 milliliters of water. I really doubt that I am going to get everything in the tray, so I'm not going to even try. I'm just going to get some out here. And it's about half of it. But it smells really good. You can see all the carrots, red bell pepper, and corn, plenty of rice. Green beans are a little bit small. Let's give this a try. And the flavor's not too bad. Digging through here. I'm trying to find pieces of chicken. I guess they're little bitty pieces. They probably just look like the same color as the carrots. But I really don't see any. You can definitely taste some onion in here. Seems like there's a little bit of lemongrass in here too. It's okay, I guess. It seems like it could use some to bring the heat level up a little bit. It's a little bit bland. Add some of these cheese crackers to it. Give one a try. And they're good and crunchy. Got a decent cheese flavor to them. See if it helps us out any. And the cheese crackers go pretty well with this, but still it's missing something. Being a Thai dish, I would expect a little bit of heat to it. It's okay. But anyway, that's going to do it for lunch. Everything here is pretty good. I'm sure I'll finish everything here. But like I said, pretty enjoyable. And until then, I'll see you at dinner. Okay, dinner time. We're going to have our pasta with cheese and broccoli, our salted and roasted peanuts, our chocolate bar, our strawberry protein drink, our tropical isotonic drink, and our peppermint chewing gum. But first, let's get our main ready. This was sealed kind of weird. I hope it opens okay, but like I said, I'm going to open it over the sink. And I'm glad I did, because powder went flying everywhere. You can see how it's all gummed up in the Ziploc. And once again, I opened it up without going over the ingredients first. We've got pasta, vegetables, which are broccoli, red pepper, carrot, parsnip, and onion. Got cheese powder, palm fat, modified potato starch, cream powder, maltodextrin, lactose, salt, sugar, milk, or milk protein, whey powder, an emulsifier, soya lecithin, flavoring, turmeric, and rice flour. And you fill this up to line H, and it calls for 450 milliliters of water. Mix it well and let it sit 10 minutes. We'll get our isotonic drink. In the glass, this is tropical. You can fill up the bag if you want it. It's got a Ziploc seal too, and it's gusseted in the bottom, but I always put it in the glass so everybody can see what it looks like. Probably just going to be just your standard white powder. Actually, it's a little bit orange. Or if it's going to be orange like the peach drink was. And I know our protein powder is just going to be a white powder, so I'm going to get all the water ready for our drinks and our main. I'll be back in a second. Okay, main is about done rehydrating. Let's get our peanuts out. Vacuum sealed real nice. And our chocolate bar. If anybody was wondering, the isotonic drink takes 500 milliliters of water. This is about 350, and the protein drink takes 200 to 250, and that's about 250. I've been really impressed with the protein drinks. Alright, let's check out these peanuts. And the peanuts are pretty good. I wish they had a little bit more salt, but they almost don't seem as crunchy as they, well, should be. They got a good roast flavor to them, though. Let's check out this protein drink. This one's strawberry. It's a little bit thick, a little bit sweet. The strawberry flavor is really good. It doesn't even taste like a protein drink. It just tastes like a strawberry milk drink. That's really good. Okay, and our main, I will suggest one thing about the boil band mains with pasta in them. When you first mix them up, the pasta is still hard and it just falls right to the bottom of the bag. And halfway through, about 8 minutes in, I went and stirred it, and it was just a solid mass of pasta in the bottom of the bag. So you really need to give them another stir halfway through. I even added 50 mils more water for a total of 500, and it's still pretty thick. Give that a quick mix. Really don't need it though. That's going to be a lot of food. Definitely not going to try and put all of it on the tray. Alright. That is that's about half. Smells pretty good. Bits of carrots and broccoli that are kind of small. But let's see how this is. That's got a pretty good flavor. The broccoli flavor really comes through. It's nice and creamy. The pasta is done pretty well. Even for the small strands of pasta, it's not mushy. And it says to let it sit for 10 minutes. Like I said, I mixed it at around 8 minutes and let it sit for a total of 15. But I think I might use a little bit of pepper. It doesn't need any more salt. It does taste pretty good though. Nice and cheesy. But let's give our tropical drink a try. And the tropical drink's okay. It's kind of like the peach drink. You can definitely tell it's an isotonic drink. The flavor is okay, and it just leaves a weird film on like the roof of your mouth. I don't know if that's because of the artificial sweeteners or not, but it's just kind of odd. And let's check out our chocolate bar. And the Orifo chocolate bars are really good. It tastes like about a 70%. A little bit bitter, a little bit sweet. Got a nice chocolate flavor. I always enjoyed them. And let's give our peppermint chewing gum a try. Got your usual 2 candy coated pieces. And the peppermint gum is not too bad. It's got a good peppermint sweetness to it. It does get rubbery kind of quick though, but the flavor lasts about 5 minutes. But anyway, that's going to do it for this review of this 2021 Swedish 24-hour combat ration, or Arctic ration, menu number 6. Everything's pretty good. I really enjoyed everything, but I think the non-Orifo isotonic drinks are, they're okay, but they definitely don't rank at the top of my list for drinks. I'd rather they just kept all of them Orifo. But other than that, everything's nice, especially these protein drinks. And I did go and check in one of the Dutch rations I done. I had a vanilla flavored protein drink and it was excellent too. Now I'll definitely finish this broccoli and cheese with pasta. I do like the flavor of that. But anyway, like I said, that's going to do it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.